guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing well, having a good day, night, whatever timeline you're on. I hope that it's going good, guys. So we do have a story for you. What's going on is just here recently, guys, if you haven't heard of it, there was not a robbery, I was about to say a robbery, but there was a shooting that happened in Louisville, Kentucky. And of course, the shooter is no longer with us. He goes by the name of Sturgeon. So I was just curious, he was a bank teller there at the bank, and I'm guessing maybe he got fired. I'm not even for sure of what happened there, but I'm just assuming myself that he was terminated from the job and just happened to go back and unalive these people, because he did end up unaliving about 5 people and injuring 8 others. Okay, and what was most disturbing was they aired the body cam footage, of the down officer, and I'm not for sure if he's still with us or not, and my prayers goes out to him and his family. Okay, but I just found it real strange that they would air that, even though we only saw him falling, but knowing the situation of why he fell, you don't think that we would just tack that on to, him falling? The only impression that we don't have is, exactly where it went. I mean, we know the location of where it went, but we know that's a vital area, okay? So I'm not for sure why they showed us that, I don't know. It's just me, guys, I could be a little sensitive to some things, but I just found that a little odd that they would show that, because at first I just thought that it was an officer falling. But then as I learned later watching CNN, it was actually the video of the officer that was hit. Okay, so if you want to learn more about that story, you can always go and check that out, guys. It is viral right about now, and that's what I like to cover. I like to kind of find out more about Sturgeon. I guess that's how you say his name. I'm not even for sure of how old he is or anything like that. They should just stop telling us about them all together. But see, I would like to find out the motive. That's why we're here. Is to see what his motive was in all of this. These were your employees. And that's another thing, guys. That's another thing. You have to start, and I don't mean to get off a topic, but this is my platform. So, if you're a little eager for me to get to where, I'm trying to go to, then you can go ahead and forward. That's why they have the buttons there. You can kind of skip a little bit. So just skip ahead. But what I'm going to say here is you have to watch how you treat people in the workplace. You don't know what these people are going through. And see, some of you people can be a little mean and not even know it. So if you've been told that a few times that you're mean, you might need to consider that. And especially if you're of authority, guys, you might need to check your tone, because you don't know who's coming after you, okay? You don't know what these people do outside of work. Whoever you are, you don't know what these people do, what they're capable of. Do you know that people can wear many suits? Look at our superheroes. They got to dress, they don't want everybody to know their identity. So they got to dress, they can't walk around naked, so that they got to wear a different suit too. So guys, you got to be careful. And I don't mean to, use superhero as an analogy here, but that's just what came to mind. You know, people wear different suits. You just never know who's who. So watch how you treat people. But today, while I'm here, I would like to find out and ask the cards, what could have possessed Connor Sturgeon to commit such an act? I mean, what was going on? Now, I did read in one of the news articles that a close friend of his that he went to school with in high school did come forward and say that Connor was an athlete. He played football and he had been hurt a few times and received concussions behind that. And the friend actually thinks that Connor could possibly have suffered from mental illnesses. So guys, that is a possibility. But what I would like to do is I would like to see what the cards say. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I've already dealt some, said my prayers. He's here. My angels, God, my ancestors, they're here. You're always here to assist. Keep the peace, the boundaries set, and the negative energies away. So I think that should do it. Let's see what we get, guys. Oh, that one went flying. Gotta get it. Good thing, because I need to tell you guys which deck I'm using. I am using the DifFeRent Tarot. I like this deck as well. So the first card we got is the Two of Pentacles. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. And guys, we are going to get our 9-card spread, and then we'll get the reading from there. They are flying out. I'm going to take all 3 of those. That's the 10 of Swords. So I'm gathering it was somebody. Oh gosh. Death, rebirth. This is starting the second row, guys. Then we got Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Looked like he wasn't getting what he was asking for. Yeah. He might be considered as something as what I like to consider a jumper. We'll talk about that later. The High Priestess in reverse. I don't think I've ever seen that card in reverse before. What is going on here? 6 of Swords. One more card, guys. The Magician. Ooh-wee. Somebody upset him like dearly. I haven't even, I'm just looking at the cars coming out, and yeah, they made it. That's why I say, guys, you just keep to yourself. I hope that this reaches a lot of people. I do. And however many it reaches, guys, if you have to deal with people in the workplace, watch how you talk to them. They are not your children, okay? They are not your relatives. Now, I don't know if if you got co-workers that you can joke around with, and be careful with that. Make sure that you can joke around with them, okay? But you got to watch how you treat people, guys. But I just see this guy right here. Yeah. Yep. Okay, guys, get ready for this. This is something. Okay. Connor was possibly talking or liking on one of the employees. Okay, guys? So another lady, which I believe she's of African descent, well, she turns her nose up at this, and she makes small talk about it to the other co-workers. If you see the Ten of Swords and the birds hovering over, that's kind of where I got that from, that inclination. So he's kind of fed up with what's going on. He's working around a bunch of different women. They don't like him. Constantly talking behind his back. He's pretty much fed up, guys. And then come down here to the second row, death and rebirth. And I'm going to explain that card to you. But of course, we know that he's no longer here with us. But he decides to off or unalive his friend. He did, guys. But I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Guys, with all of this going on in the workplace, these women don't like him. He decides to stake the place. And when I say stake the place, I say this because he decides to create a bank heist. He decides to rob the bank, but do it without them knowing about it. I don't know how he planned on doing that, but given within him knowing, the bank, I guess he sees some way possible. So he comes up with a plan, guys, to rob the bank. To rob the bank, that's where the Ace of Pentacles in reverse comes from, okay? And seeing that this is not going to work, possibly the manager, I want to say, that's the high priestess here in reverse. Well, she comes to him about it. One of them addresses him about it. And guys, this is the funny part. I got this during my meditation. I got stealing money, dishonesty, coming in late. I had to write it down. I got this during my meditation. But the Ace of Pentacles, that's him planning to get his hands on a whole lot of money, okay? So, of course, his plan is foiled because I don't understand why he would think, but of course, given his friend's account, he could possibly suffer from mental illness. I don't get that in this read, but It's possible. Again, I'm going to explain that card to you. So if we jump down here to the third row, the high priestess, like I said, she tries to confront him about it, ask him about it. Of course, he's denying it. He's denying it. So he sees what he has to do now. So that's where all of the rest comes in, guys. Yeah, that's what this is all about. He planned this. He planned a heist, a bank heist, got caught in the act, and the only way that he could get out, he thought he was going to still get out, guys. That's the thing about it. He thought he was going to still get out. I don't know what happened. I don't know what drove him back there. I don't know if he was going into work. They say he worked there though. So maybe they had been accusing him before, but he's denying it. He's denying it. I don't know, guys, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get the rest of the answers to this one. But we at least know what this is all about. And I don't see any men in this. A bunch of women. And the death rebirth card, guys. Yeah, I was talking about the friend too, but before I talk about the death rebirth card, the Two of Pentacles, he was cool with someone there. It was a girl there. It was a woman there that he did get along with, which actually was a friend of his. But he had to unalive her too, guys. Trying to escape all of this. Yeah, this is sad. But the death rebirth card in this deck, for me, and anytime I see that and given the read and what's going on in the reading, to me, I take Connor in his spirit to be a jumper, what I consider as a jumper, which is someone who knows what's going on here, how it works. So what he does is he jumps from life to life. He knows he jumps from life to life. That's just what I've always thought, guys. If you don't believe that it's possible, because anything is, but he knows that I don't have to be here. So he finds a way to unalive himself. That's what that means to me. Death, rebirth. There's no rebirth going on here. It's possible. He's probably moved on just that fast. He knows how it goes. We have jumpers here. Maybe they're called Skywalker. I don't know. I don't even know that how. I don't know. But to me, in the knowledge that I've been given and how I've seen, this is not the first time that I've seen that. He is a jumper. Okay? So he's moved on somewhere else. He knows how it goes. If he gets trapped, then he moves on. He finds a way to move on. But that's what we're dealing with here, guys, because this was extreme. This was extreme. And it's sad too, guys. And that's why you also have to stay prayed up, because we have these type of people amongst us, whether you want to believe it or not. If you're listening this far, whether you want to believe it or not, we have that type of energy around us every day. That's why you need to stay prayed up. Prayed up. Whoever you pray to, that's on you. But stay prayed up. Ask for protection. Ask for protection because we do have this type of stuff going on. We're in the middle of a spiritual warfare. So there's people that you don't see, energies, spirits that walk amongst this earth every day, trying to interrupt our lives, guys. Stay prayed up. And with that being said, I'm going to end it on that note. Until then, talk to you later. Bye.